It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteers offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Pulls it in, it's White. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Off play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They're bringing heat, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Hawkeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
The give is to Williams. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll leave it with him. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quickly to the tight end. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big pack. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to...
Just steamrolling the defense. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
To throw, it's Iamaleava. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Iowa has the ball back on offense.
The more hats you have near the football, the more call. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Lachey. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Give to the running back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Vols want to move quickly. On the run, it's Sampson. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Nifty little dance step.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He'll do it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Vols will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
To the ground. He's got it again. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. The give is to Williams. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Fine.
A shot toward the end zone. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's McNamara. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ball State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Muncie had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires one high and deep. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their feet.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw. It's McNamara. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. On the run, still looking. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels.
Looking for a deep man. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. After misfiring, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's McNamara. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Looking to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings up a second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then
looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Out of the gun to give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Here we go.
Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. These corners backing off a bit. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip.
The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It's the MO of this offense, and it really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Lachey. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, putting in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Throwing right. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Power football with the run. Still running at the 40. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. How good has this offense been on 4th down, converting all 3 times, and they're lining up to go for it. Touchdown, Iowa! And the punishment has been extended.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 21 over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything changes in this.
and Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And they can't make the connection.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Offense gets set for second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Vols have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the... It's in press coverage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give is to Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He wants to throw. On the move, he fires. It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the stomping has commenced. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Iowa 33, Tennessee 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
All kinds of running room. Touchdown ball! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the ground. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he can't.
Incomplete.
Pass on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The field goal is no good. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game.
Tennessee, 14.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Getting some heat. Keeps it going, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. No, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Volunteers!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. To the air, it's McNamara. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fires to the right. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, that one gets tipped and falls incomplete. That's been the best news on the day for this QB, man. As a former quarterback that's done this before, I can tell you, when you throw 4 picks in a game like this guy has, you never forget it.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee!
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat